Honourable the Minister of Education.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I won't take long either, out of respect for all members here who want to pay respect to our veterans. I just want to mention a few names: Gallipoli, Beaumont, Hamel, Dardanelles, Sauvé, Cyprus, Manchi, Monument, Blue Petit, and Regiment. All of these names mean a lot to every one of us here. They're all names, and there are others, but they're all names of streets in the St. John's area. And they're named for places that the Royal Newfoundland Regiment fought. So I think, you know, those are standing memories. Unfortunately, generations older than us probably won't think of or know what the names of those streets are for. I think it's important for us and our generation to teach our children every time we pass one of those streets why they were named. I've been here 25 years, and I can honestly say 3 of the things that I am most proud of during my time here. One was getting the Peacekeepers Monument built in downtown St. John's. Yeah. I was proud of that. The other was when I was Speaker, for the new members of the legislature who weren't here and probably don't remember, for those of us who were here, we all read each 40 names of people who had served from the Royal Newfoundland Regiment in World War I, to remember them so that they would be read into Hansard and kept forever as a memory for anybody who's ever gone back to look at Hansard, and to remember that. The Peacekeepers Monument, by the way, there's the miniature of that is actually in our lobby, the same one that's downtown St. John's. And that brings me to the third item, and myself, and following me as Speaker, my colleague from Lake Melville, I had spent a number of evenings in the residence of the ambassador to Canada from Turkey in Ottawa, and spoken with the Turkish government in trying to get the Trail of the Caribou complete. And they agreed. As a province, we had been working on that for almost 100 years. And they'd agreed, and they contacted me when I was Speaker, the Turkish government, and invited me. One of the only sad parts about leaving the Speaker's chair to go into Cabinet was I didn't get to go on that trip. But I thank the member for Lake Melville who picked up the torch, went to Gallipoli in Turkey, and picked the spot that monument is going to be placed. And I would say, just as the miniature for the Peacekeepers Monument is in our lobby, we should have the miniature of the last caribou to complete the Trail of the Caribou placed in our lobby as well. I think it would be fitting. One other small story, and I think of it because we've got 2 Remembrance Days in this province. July 1st was our Remembrance Day before we became part of Canada. And November 11th is the Canadian Remembrance Day, and both are very, very important to this province and to the people of the province. Eleanor Gill, Ratcliffe, Fortis, a number of other contributors contributed a great deal of money to put down at the rooms a permanent reminder exhibit to the Royal Newfoundland Regiment. And it's so important to the people of this province that our children and our children's children remember what our Royal Newfoundland Regiment contributed to the people of Canada, to the people of the Commonwealth, and the sacrifice made in this province. But I remember on July 1st, on the 100th anniversary, I still can't believe, but I brought in some soil to work on the back of my garden. We got some waterfront and just building it up. And I never completed it because in that soil, for some reason, the seeds of forget-me-nots were there. And I remember going down on July 1st before I went to the rooms. And much to my surprise, where I'd placed the soil was filled with forget-me-nots. And it was on July 1st. And I said, that's the way it's going to stay, just like it is. And those forget-me-nots come back every year. And I couldn't believe when I went down there on July 1st that they were there. But it is a constant reminder to me of our Royal Newfoundland Regiment, lest we forget.